one of the unresolved mysteries of the parsha of the story of Yosef and his brothers and Yakov avinu is that Yakov ever know the truth. In the Torah, it doesn't teach us. The Torah just says that the brothers came back and somehow they told him that Od Yosef Chai, Hu Amoshel B'chol Eretz Mitzrayim, and we have to go down there. That's what the Torah tells us. Midrashim abound because of the questions that are obvious here. What did they tell Yaakov? And did Yosef ever tell? And there are indications that Yaakov may have known through Ruach HaKodesh. Because, for instance, in the bracha to Yehuda, he says, Miterev b'ni Olisa. You rose up after what was done to my son, to Yosef, Torah of Yosef, and you raised yourself. So apparently he, and then in the bracha to Yosef, he refers to them. I used to move, balei chitzim. They wanted to kill him, shoot arrows into him. But that's Ruach HaKodesh is saying. He's not, that's not, so to speak, conscious. He's not speaking from his own knowledge. Rashi here deals with another question. And the question is, how did they tell his father that Od Yosef Chai? It says, Vayofog libo. He needed a pacemaker. Ki lo hamin lahem. He didn't believe them. I mean, what do you walk in the door after, 13, 14 years and you say, Yosef Chai. So all of this remains a mystery to us. It's not clear what happened here. Rashi says that he believed them because it says Vayaras or Agolos. He saw the wagons that Yosef had sent, and Agola in Hebrew is the same letters as Eglah, referring to a calf. And Rashi says the famous medrash that they were oseg be'eglah arufa, but that's what he was learning with his father before he disappeared. So that was a siman. That's why the Gemara says, by the way, that a nifrad mechavero, someone that departs from someone, al yiftar mimenu elo bidvar aloche. You should tell him a piece of Torah. Shemitol kach zochreyu. And then he'll remember him. Because the Torah is embedded within us as part of our nature. So therefore, if he tells him a piece of Torah, so the associative memory will join together the piece of Torah with the man who told him the piece of Torah. And therefore, mitol kach zochreyu, he will remember him, even though years later. Many times that's true, you may go to the yeshiva with someone and you won't see him for 40 years. But then when you see him, you remember it immediately. Because that's our nature. So the agolos, the wagons that Yosef sent, was, so to speak, the piece of Torah and therefore Yaakov believed them. That's Rashi's Rashi's take on the matter, quoting the Gemara. The Gemara in Sota. There's a famous medrash here that's a very poignant one. And that is that the brothers didn't know what to do. They're going, Yosef told them, go and take the wagons and everything and bring down everybody. And what are they going to say? And they were well aware that if they just walked in the door and they said, oh, Yosef Chai, so their father may not survive the shock. So they didn't know what to do. So there was a little girl by the name of Serach Bas Osher. Who was Yakov Avinu's granddaughter. She's the daughter of Osher. She's a remarkable person. We meet her in Tanakh. We meet her hundreds of years later. She was alive at the time of David HaMelech. The Tanakh brings the story with David and Yoav, etc. And said there was an Isha Chachoma, and the Gemara says that was Serach Bas Osher. So she's alive for hundreds of years. So how is she zochet to all of that? Not only that, in the Torah itself, and we have in Chumash Bamidbar that the Torah counts the Jewish people. So the second time that it counts the Jewish people, it has two parenthetical comments. First it says, B'nai Korach lo mesu. The children of Korach didn't die. So you can take that, that's a two-edged sword. That is positive, that even Korach's children are still here. But Rav Avadia used to say, on every machlekes, he used to say, B'nai Korach lo mesu. They're still here. But the second one, the Torah in the middle says, V'shem Bas Osher Sorach. It says how many thousands there were in the tribe of Osher. And then it says, and he had a daughter named Sorach. So what's that doing there in the middle? How is she zoche, so to speak, that she's immortalized? Because if you're in the Torah, that's it forever. So the Medrash says that the brothers came to her. The whole period of time that Yosef was missing when she was a child, she used to go and play with her grandfather. She used to be there, try and cheer him up. She was there, always in the house. There are children like that. There are children that can't wait to get out of the house, and there are children that, okay. So she was his confidant, so to speak, So they told her to tell him. So how is she going to tell him? So the Medrash says that she always used to sing to her grandfather. Don't ask me if it's permissible or not. That's for a different crowd, not here. She used to sing to her grandfather. Try and raise his spirits and make him feel calm, good. We all know, by the way, that music helps people. It helps people enormously. So she started to sing to him. She sang, Od Yosef Chai, Od Yosef Chai. She sang it to him. The Medrash says, Ad shenichnas belibo. Till all of a sudden he heard the lyrics. He heard what she was singing. It penetrated him. So that when the brothers came and said, Od Yosef Chai, so to speak, he was already immunized. He was prepared because she had sung to him. She had already informed him in a manner that he was able to digest and accept. And because of that, so she gained immortality. Because of the fact that she told her grandfather, "Oh, Yosef Chai," and when she told him, "Oh, Yosef Chai," then when the brothers came, so then, so to speak, they had fertile ground to speak about it. Now that's a beautiful medrash because it has many great ideas in it, which is how medrash has to be seen. But the Torah does not tell us any of the details of this story, which over the centuries many Jews and non-Jews have written about it, because it's one of the most fascinating narratives in human history. But what happened, how it happened, who knew, that the Torah left alone. It just told us the bare facts. And maybe that's the best way, because not always is it good to know the whole story. You know, what happened is sufficient to carry us on to the future. Rabbi Chananya ben Akash Omer Rotza Kodesh Baruch Hu L'Zakas Yisrael L'fichach Hirba Lahem Torah Mitzvot Shenemar L'Noich Avdei Tzaman Tzidko Agdil Torah V'Yadil Amen.